So I was at 100,000 when I hired them in September, and I'm at over 240,000 now. It's honest to God, like so much of it is my understanding of the platform has evolved, but I'm telling you, it would not have been half the amount of growth if it wasn't for Vidpros. So my name is Gabi. I am the creator on the channel Glam Girl Gabby. I'm a long form content creator in the beauty space, and I make videos to give women the confidence to be able to express themselves physically, how they feel inside. Video content in my niche is huge. I've been a makeup and hair stylist for 17 years, and I was often getting the same questions from different women after they would see me or have appointments with me. And they'd always say oh, whenever you do my hair, it looks amazing, but how did you get the curls to last? Or how come when you do it, it always looks so full, but when I do it, it always looks so flat? And I was trying to verbalize my techniques that I was using and the products that I was using. But my type of industry and my type of craft is such a visual craft. So I started my channel for my clients actually, because I was getting the same questions over and over and over again. And I wanted to help them achieve the results that they achieved with me in the salon or in the studio. I wanted them to be able to do that themselves. So it was so much easier for me to say, instead of saying, hold the curling iron 90 degrees from the, I needed to visually show them. And so when I started making the videos, it was a great way for me to teach multiple people at the exact same time in a way that made sense, because my type of business is not one that can be vocalized. It has to be seen. Yeah, I did everything by myself, all of my own editing, everything, until I hit 100K subscribers. And then when I got to 100,000 subscribers, I started getting a lot of sponsorship opportunities. I started getting so many more monetization opportunities. But as a YouTuber, you're really only able to monetize as much as you can handle the workflow. So if I could only do 4 videos a month, my sponsorship opportunity was significantly limited, which meant my income opportunities were significantly limited. So as soon as I started to recognize that not paying or hiring an editor was really costing me a tremendous amount of money, that's when I decided to hire Vidpros. I was actually talking to a creator friend of mine, Desiree Martinez. We were talking and I was actually looking at hiring another editing company. And she said, I've worked with this other editing company. They just didn't get it. They needed a lot of direction and the quality of work just wasn't at par with what I needed. And she goes, but I've been working with Vidpros, and she's like, they're absolutely amazing. And I trusted her. She's been in the space for a long time. She's really well known as a female, a voice for female content creators. So I just was like, you know what? If you say that, you did the work for me, I'm just gonna go with it. And that's how I discovered Vidpros, yeah. My videos are very planned. They're not just sit down, turn on the camera and just go with it. So I would spend a full day scripting and storyboarding. Then I would spend a full workday filming. And then I would spend 1 to 2 full work days editing. So it was taking me almost a full work week for one video. I was very hesitant because I kept thinking I grew an audience because of my flavor in the video, and how can anyone be me? When are they gonna know when to cut it? How are they gonna know which clip is the most flattering, or the angles that I want, or how are they gonna know how much movement I want in my clips? And if I'm writing this really detailed script that's so labor intensive in and of itself, then I might as well edit it myself, and I hesitated with that for a long time. But I think what I did is I was I'm gonna try it for a month. I don't really have much to lose. And I believe that Vidpros did a free week or something, or the first video was free. And so I was well, I'm just gonna go with it, and see how it goes. And I just sent them the clips and my scripts that I always write. And I was here we go, do what you're gonna do. First of all, the interface or the back end is so well done. You just go through a series of little questions that you answer. I copy and paste my script in the script section. You tell them if you want vertical, horizontal, of course, as you know, and then you submit the project and that's it. It's insane because these editors edit 2 hours per day, right? But they're getting my videos that were taking me like 10 to 16 hours to edit. They would complete the video in 2 days, so 4 hours, because they're so much faster. And then when I received my first video, I remember like my jaw dropped to the floor. I was like, what the heck? Like how? It was such an amazing video, and it still is one of my best performing videos on the channel, that first video that Vidpros edited. It did really, really well, and I remember watching it and being like, holy, like they even pulled tons of royalty-free B-roll, but like the right clips in the right spot without me needing to source the clips. My editor was Rachel at the time. It's like she went into my head and just like, and I had never met her, talked to her. So I was like, whoa, this is like unreal, because I think that the editors that are hired at Vidpros, they have such an understanding of YouTube that they know how to edit for that platform. So it's been like a phenomenal experience. I thought for sure after I did my onboarding interview, I thought, okay, I'm gonna give them a video on Tuesday. They'll get it back to me by Tuesday, like 1 week for a video. Because I'm like, it's only 2 hours a day. It's gonna take them at least, you know, what I was doing. And they were able to do like, at the absolute minimum, 2 videos, long form videos a week, and maybe even 1 or 2 short form videos in the time that it was taking me to do like 1 video. And the 1 video that I was doing was like significantly less impressive. So that was like the wildest thing. So now I do an absolute minimum of 6 videos a month, but that's not because of a Vidpros editing speed. It's because I almost can't produce enough content to give the editor, because they're so fast that I have to like be on top of like scripting, and because I know when they're done, I'm like, oh my God, I need something else for them. But they're so fast at creating. So 6 videos a month at the absolute minimum. But on top of that, they do like multiple shorts for me. And if I give them more, they'll easily be able to do 8, 10-minute videos a month. My primary focus has always been YouTube. And that's what I've put all of my eggs in that basket. I haven't really put any effort into any of the other social platforms until this month. And then this month I decided, with the channel being so much bigger now, I got signed to an influencer agency, and I thought, you know, I should really try to diversify the platforms, because then I can spread brand deals across multi-platforms. It makes more sense for like the growth of the business. So I hired a second editor from Vidpros. So now I have 2. I have one that does my long form content and one that does my short form content. So for short form content, it's TikTok, Instagram Reels, and then YouTube Shorts. And then my long form content is just my YouTube channel, which is like my primary bread and butter. So I say, this is the long form video that my editor edited. These are the raw files. I'm like, turn them into shorts. Like, I don't care how long they are. I don't care how many you do. Like, literally, there's no direction. I'm just like, turn them into shorts up to a minute in length. And within a couple of days, I have like 6 shorts. And since then, it's only been a month. I went from like nothing on TikTok to like about almost 4,000 followers in a month on a platform that I don't even know how it works. Like, I don't know how the algorithm works. It's a testament to their editing for sure. Like, they're really good at extrapolating content and making it appropriate for the platform that it's posted on. The quality of the content, it's so much better now. There's so much more volume because they're able to edit so much faster than I ever could. So now that I'm not editing, I'm focusing on creating more content and better content.
For this particular video,
I think my favorite thing is that if you give the editors some creative control and you don't put them in this box and you say, there's a little check mark that you can check, like follow my script exactly or enhance how you want or something like that. If you give them creative control, they can take something and make it so spectacular That's my favorite. Like sometimes I'll get an edit back and there will be like portions in it that are funny because they took a moment and zoomed in and added a sound effect, or like the way that they are able to visualize the content and make it really engaging and creative is like the best part. It's the best part about them for sure. And it's my favorite thing. Like I truly am so excited every 2 days when that video is in frame, because I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to see how they interpreted it, you know? My manager, James, his daughter is a really huge teen influencer, Simone Harrison. And so they started working with Vidpros after I did. They're super happy. There's another YouTuber who's a lawyer on the platform who creates content about law, and he hired Vidpros, and he was paying like, I think 6 times the amount for his previous editor that was much slower and way, like the quality was much lower. And so he was talking to me about my videos, and I said, you should just try them for a week. You have nothing to lose, you know? And he was totally mind blown by the quality of the content, of the editing as well. So then he switched over to them as well. Definitely like the 3 things, like the quality of the work is excellent, the speed is super fast, and the cost, like you cannot beat the cost for the amount of output that they're putting out, for the cost that you're spending per month. It's unbeatable, really. Like you cannot find that anywhere else for the speed and consistency.